Costco chili, dude. It's pretty
Costco
good.
chili?
Yeah,
Are they like?
15
Do
bucks
they
for
have
like a
really,
yeah,
really $15, huh?
yeah. It's
How many pounds?
um I'm really bad at that, so I don't know. But
You're
I
just
will
like,
say
oh, this is
it'll
enough.
last us for like, what, 3 meals each.
Do you throw an extra chili in there to like
I'll throw in extra veggies. I feel like it's
not
fine.
extra protein? Like you're not making extra ground beef and throwing it in
Yeah.
there?
I mean, they got beans in there. They got, the ground beef. It's just fine. It's fine.
I always tend to do stuff like that. I'll add more protein to whatever I get from Costco because I feel like it's just not enough.
Yeah, but then like I buy it for the efficiency, right? So then that way I can
Well, I
just
mean, making ground beef is not like it's not. You're not.
sure.
Yes, it might take a while, but 10
Yeah.
minutes of your life, like
Right.
you already got
Right.
the efficiency part of
Right.
making the chili.
Yeah, this was like a grab and go though, so it's like okay, dump it
Oh
in,
yeah, you
heat
went
it up,
super good and go.
good to go.
Awesome. All right, we're live. We've been told by the man behind the screen, okay, or
The mythical
that
man behind the screen.
yeah. We've been told by Oz that we are now live, and so yeah, Salvi and I were going to be chatting away at our workout performance, which was I don't know, how would you rate your performance?
Ooh, it's 5 out of 10. I blacked out
Yeah,
halfway through.
yeah. I
It
thought I
was
was going to
bad.
be the one that died from the day of travel, but I was kind of, you know what? I was grateful for you yesterday, Salvi.
I
I was
was
grateful
grateful
for
for
you.
you too. I wouldn't have gone with 150 wall balls, a 25-pound ball, but leave it to Julian to believe in yourself.
Absolutely. All right, so we're going to kick it off, and then that way people can jump on. If anybody's jumping on right now, let us know where you're checking in from. By the way, this is an XL shirt. I was like looking at I swear I haven't gotten smaller. I promise. This is just an extra large Lululemon shirt that's very comfy actually.
I thought it was
So
Costco.
please don't judge my size, my gains. I have plenty of the gains still. Okay. All right, let's kick it off in 10 seconds. We're gonna go live, and then you can chat with us throughout the whole workout because I'm just gonna let you guys know right now. Just put your seatbelts on, or go grab a drink of water, or go to your bathroom now because this workout ended up being a little bit on the longer side.
Dude, it was long.
Let's do it.
All right.
Nice. Well, there was a lot of B-roll before this even happened, which was really funny. But I'll just kick it off by saying, if you guys take a moment to acknowledge my shirt, it's the color almond. It's really nice. It's good on the skin tones for those of you guys who have a little bit of melanin in your skin. It's a nice little pop. So yeah, I got that out from Born Primitive. We went out.
Hi,
and did
Reagan.
something out
Hey,
there.
Julie.
What? How come I
Christopher.
can't see these comments?
Go to comments. Not you're in private
Oh,
chat.
I'm on private chat. You guys
There
trying
you
to
go.
chat with me all? Yeah. We got Christopher on here. From Spangle, Washington. I didn't know there was a Spangle out in Washington. We got Jacob checking in from Kenosha, Wisconsin. Oh, it's freezing. I bet it is. And then we got Julie in here. Love it. And Reagan. What a solid crew. I love chatting with you guys. All right, so Salvi, let the people know what they're watching here.
All right, so we are doing 23 Dragon's Eye round 2 of the vault. So we have 150 wall balls. Julian wanted to go up from 120, 80 kipping pull-ups, 40 barbell back squats, and then together we're doing a 1 mile run instead of an 800-meter run. And then you go back up in reverse, so 440 barbell back squats, 80 kipping pull-ups, and 150 wall balls. What did we do though, Julio, with the weights?
Okay, yeah, so every time you keep advancing, you're doing a hold, right? We had to be very strategic about how, were we really strategic? Or we're kind of more of like, let's just see how it goes. Yeah, that's definitely us. So really quick, Hawaii events, what's going on? Good to see you checking in with the crew here. So a lot of chit chat went on before this workout. We're like, okay, what are we gonna do here? How do we want to approach this? I just recently ordered a 25-pound wall ball, so I was excited to use it because usually it's like a 20 and then boom, 30. I don't like that big of a jump. And 30-pound wall ball for the high volume, those days are gone. They're not. I'm not training. I'm not fitnessing enough for a high volume wall ball with a 30-pound ball. The 25-pound ball was actually kind of amped. So Salvi and I chose to do a 25-pound wall ball. Salvi went with the 105-pound barbell, and I went with a 115 for this one here. You're doing a front rack hold while partner does the wall ball for this first part. And then the second one, it's a deadlift hold. We just held onto our barbells. And the third one, is that the garage home gym? We'll get to that right now, Jacob. And then for the third one, instead of doing a bear hug hold with the sandbag, we have a Husafel bag. So we ended up doing it's like 85 pounds. We brought out the Husafel bag and it felt very, very appropriate for us. So yes, this is our new barn gym, which I know Salvi's going to be putting something together real quick. Once we kind of get it all a little bit more organized and cleaned up, we'll do like one of those home gym tours, you know, with a little bit of production in there. But yeah. One of the cool things out here, and I'll talk about it in the video, if you see the top right of the screen, that green looking thing, it's one of my most prized purchases in my 30s, and that's a Zamboni. That's a Zamboni. Man, I gotta tell you, I love using that thing. It's like one of those proud moments. I'm like, I got a Zamboni. Freaking awesome, you know? But instead of my kids riding lawnmowers, they're gonna be riding Zambonis.
The Bulldog, yes, that's right.
That is a Bulldog. So Salvi, what was going on through your head when I told you, hey, let's go for more? Why did I go say, let's instead of 120, let's go 150? What
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're known for not trying to do things basic, and so Classic Julian, he wanted to go up to 150 wall balls as a team. It was obviously very challenging. Wall balls aren't my friend. I'm 5'6", so it's
really?
usually
at least 5'7".
Yeah, I don't know, 5'6", 5'7" on a good day, maybe.
Sure, with like boots, with like Pharrell boots, 5'7". Cool.
Yeah, and then that plus like the 25-pound wall balls wasn't like my favorite thing, but I decided to approach it in like breaking it up into sets of 3s, or 2s even in the beginning, but really just chipping away at it and communicating with Julian of like, okay, dude, you don't have to hold that thing the whole time. I'll break it up, and you set that thing down.
I got to tell you guys, and I talk about it a little bit probably pre-video. So about 2 weeks ago, I went flying off of my pegboard. Mm-hmm. So my right knee, I've been battling with, getting comfortable. I feel like my, I don't know exactly what tendon it would be, but my right knee has been really bothering me. So easing into a squat is very, it's a little uncomfortable. So, and we just got back in from going to Virginia. We were out in Virginia. This is the first time I had ever gone out to Virginia. We were in Virginia Beach area. So we had a long day of travel. First of all, West Coast, East Coast time change really messed us up. And then on the flight back, we had a 6:30 a.m. flight. So we had to be there at 4:45 a.m. We had 3 hours of sleep the night before. So give it to me to be like, yeah, let's jump into a vault workout. And this was what we did, which was awesome.
Yeah, best way to shake off the post-travel cobwebs for sure.
And we ended up choosing a mile run instead of an 800 meter. How do you feel that went, Salvi? Was that a good?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I'm usually pretty good at running. I'm comfortable with it, but I thought it was fine. You know, we did do as you guys will notice, we'll do the air runner and we'll switch, just because the other air runner kind of reads a little faster. So we both did 800 meters each, and that was fine. Yeah.
What do you think got challenging here? So let's talk about this little section here. I know for myself, I was starting to get to a place because our heart rate was starting to spike up now. As you see me fidgeting left and right, it's extremely important that you don't choose a weight where you can't be moving around a little bit, and risk injury because it's going to get uncomfortable. Like the front rack hold's going to get uncomfortable by the time you start getting into your third set of wall balls. We went 3 sets of 25 each. I was able to go unbroken, I think, possibly on this first section. I may have gone 20 and I don't know. I probably broke it up on the last one, but
yeah,
I know
you probably could have gone broken. It was just I had to drop the holds just because I was having a hard time breathing.
Yeah, I actually found myself having to really adjust to getting. Oh, there we go. That's right.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh shoot, Salvi. Like, what were you feeling during this time?
It was just really hard to breathe, and then you have that weight kind of pressing on your chest when you naturally just want to expand and breathe, right? And so it just got really uncomfortable. It's like, dude, I gotta drop the stick. It's okay.
Now, what was challenging about the 25-pound wall ball? Because, okay, we've been so used to
Yeah.
doing wall balls like randomly in our previous garage, or
Mhm.
which has been like 9-foot target, or
Yeah, yeah,
randomly nine and a
for
half.
sure. I mean,
Now that we're
when
going
we
back to like
installed
that,
this, I remember telling you, like, "Is this actually, the appropriate height?" Because it felt really high. Um, so, just being conditioned to throwing a 20-pound ball to, like, a garage height and now to an actual, target, it just felt really hard.
did
So
you were your shoulders starting to get taxed, or were your
oh,
legs getting
100%.
taxed?
That plus, like, this combo of holding that front rack, my shoulders were blown up. I would say that this is the hardest part of the entire workout, the wall ball front rack section, like the
Dude, there
pull-ups
was
and back
almost a
squats,
point
you know?
where on the second end of it, I was like, dude, we're going to 120. Either we went to 120, or I was gonna just kind of kick the 25-pound ball away and bring in the 20-pound. I was gonna kick the 25-pound ball away and bring in the 20-pounder, because I was hurting too, man. I was really
I'm
hurting.
glad I wasn't the only one then, because you never said anything.
Now I kind of internalized that pain.
Yeah, for sure.
Dang, where are we now? Okay, so we're at the pull-ups now. How did your
Well,
first set of pull-ups feel? And first of all, is there a reason you went from your height to like my height setting? What was up with that?
nah, just I didn't care. I was holding the 20 pull-ups unbroken fairly easily, so I was just like, it doesn't really make a difference. Unless I was like, you know, breaking pretty often, then the jumping up and back and forth would be kind of adding up, but because we were only breaking it once, it's fine.
So you were fine just going up to
Yeah.
the a little bit higher of a jump.
Yeah, and pull-ups are something I'm pretty comfortable with. In my personal garage gym, I just have those single stand squat racks, and so when I try to do kipping, it'll swing all over the place.
Oh, because
And
it's
so I've
not
been doing
bolted.
strict
Yeah, so
pull-up
you right.
exclusively. Like I've just been doing strict pull-ups for like the longest time now. So anytime I get to like kip, I feel like I can just bang out 30, unbroken pretty comfortably. So that's always good.
Dang.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, so obviously there's so many ways you guys can go about doing this workout when it comes to the holds. Because right now we're at the deadlifts. You can do dumbbells, you can do a sandbag hold, kettlebell holds. I would challenge you guys to definitely switch it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And here's the reality too. We're very aware that we just have a lot of space now as we built our new home, more because we like to have people come over and work out regularly, and just for what our personal goals are in life with helping the community around us. So, but yeah, not being, yeah, like if not, I would have loved to have held like kettlebell or something differently if we were to do this workout again, and seeing how that would have felt. But this felt good for today. So where are we at now? Oh, we're like moving to back squats.
Right, back squats.
How are you feeling at this section here?
Honestly, pretty good coming off of those pull-ups and knowing that I only had to do was it like 40 each. Was it 40 each?
We did 20 each.
No, 20 each. 20 each. Yep, 20 each. And I went 10, and you went 20, and then I went 10 again. So
I thought you were going to go
pretty
for the
good.
20. What stopped you at the 10?
I just we can break. It's fine. I just need to like recover, and because I knowing that we're only halfway through, I just needed to like not get too greedy, and just leave some
Sure.
gas in the tank.
Yeah, it's interesting because even like this workout, I will say that the last set of wall balls becomes the workout. That's the workout. Like how you've paced the whole thing. When you get to that section, is a really you'll really see how you approached it. It'll expose that for sure. Because we kind of got stuck there for a bit.
If you guys haven't tried a Husafel bag hold, they're cool. They're fun. I'm
How
glad
many of
we
you guys
had a lot
watching
of-
right now have like a Husafel bag from Rogue, or I think also GoRuck sells them as well. But yeah, do any of you guys have the Husafel bags? Let's see here, Michaela. I've never moved around during a hold like I see Julian doing. What do you mean by this helping prevent injury? So when you're loaded, you don't want to be shifting. When you're loaded with a heavy weight, the last thing you want to do is move your body around all over the place, right? Because you could end up tweaking something, and that's not good. When the weight's light enough, you're not so worried about injuring your body because the weight, you're not jeopardizing your body as much, if that makes sense. You know, it's just like holding a child, right? You're able to kind of move around with the weight and not worry about hurting yourself. But yeah, the heavier the weight gets, and you try to swivel around like that, yeah, that could be a risk of jerking yourself a little bit, and it gets then you hurt.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, Wayne, but like when I go for a hold like that, my quads kind of just start locking up over my glutes, and so that displacement kind of shifting left and right kind of gives some relief. So, okay,
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't feel that. I kind of always have soft knees a little bit whenever I'm doing the holds because I don't want to lock up like that for sure.
Yeah.
Michaela, let me know if that made sense for that. Okay, so interesting fun fact here. We ended up switching halfway into this workout. We did 800 meters and then we switched runners because that runner that I'm on, we've had since 2017. And then the runner that Salvi's on, we had since 2020. And so one of them is a lot smoother than the other. So it could be a calibration thing. And
water.
So yeah, we swapped. We're like, look, at 800 meters, we're switching because there's a huge difference. You could be holding the same wattage, but on the runner that Salvi's running on, even for a 200 meter run, it'll take you 47 seconds. And on the runner that I'm on, same wattage will take you 57 seconds. Pretty crazy. I only did a Husafell carry at Sandlot. I'm not sure what's worse, that or traditional road heavy sandbags. Yeah. I mean, the cool thing about the Husafell bags is that you're able to keep it super close to your body and the position that you're in. When it comes to using like the D-ball or the sandbag, you're not in such a comfortable position. I will say though, if you do hold, it's an evenly distributed weight the way it's filled out. With the sandbags, if you hold it like vertical and you're hugging it, the sand can start shifting to the bottom. The top of the bag will flop over. It's a different experience.
Yeah, just a different experience.
All right. What version, how many of you guys watching right now are doing this as a team? Or if you're doing it as an individual, how are you changing this up? Are you going to try to beat your previous vault score? Are you changing it up, experiencing it differently with Fitness Freedom? Or are you doing the team version? Let us know how you guys are going to approach this. Even though you guys are watching, keep in mind, you guys can chat with us. This is kind of something that we wanted to do. We wanted to feel like you guys can chat with us. We can shoot the shit here. Now that I say that saying, are you here? What do you think the reason behind that phrase is? Does that make sense? Really think of that saying.
Yeah. Just very casual, just like, you know.
It's kind of like, if you really think about it, why would you want to shoot the shit?
It just gets everywhere.
You know?
Yeah.
I think, can somebody help me kind of like really process that saying? Because I don't want to just keep using it if I don't understand it, you know? Please help us make sense. Like I get it's as easy as shooting fish in a bucket because like, you know, you can't miss, you know? It's in the bucket, but I don't get it. All right. Christopher is going to be doing team for sure. Cookies and cream. Is that your team name? Julie, how is the 100 air squats on day sport? You know what, Julie? I got to be completely honest. Thank you for bringing that up to us. They haven't been going, and I don't know. I'm going to take accountability for my end for not bringing it up to Caitlin. We did travel, and you know what? I'm just going to own up. There's no reason why we're not doing them, other than I haven't brought them up again. I'm going to bring them up to Caitlin today. Thank you for reminding us. That makes me think of bored cowboys shooting at dried cow pies.
Perfect.
You know what, Becker from Idaho?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. How about we like coin a new term? Like if you guys were to coin a new term that had the same meaning, you know, what if like, why don't we just eat the sandwich? Because you're just chilling eating a sandwich.
It's got to have that alliteration though, the shoot the shit, you know, like I don't know how are you gonna do it?
Because we're not cowboys, you know what I'm saying?
Variation of shoot the breeze.
Is a variation of shoot the breeze. Both of these expressions mean the chitty to chat idly just to pass the time. You know what? I'm gonna start. And you know what? Shooting the breeze. You know what? That's a level up right there.
That's
That's
classy.
a level up. I'm just gonna level up in.
Let's hang
my
out and shoot the
sayings.
breeze.
And it just feels like something.
Yeah, feels right.
That feels right. It feels like a maturing is happening. You know,
Yeah.
like I want to shoot the breeze, and then someone's just gonna look at you like,
Feels
"Dad,
wise.
who's this philosopher?"
Feels wise.
You know, Jacob,
Yeah.
I appreciate you so much right now. Thank you so much. Just want to shoot the breeze with you all today.
Yeah.
You know, and now it just became
Very
kid friendly. This whole life came kid friendly, like 100%. You know, that's so great. Thank you for that, you all. Yeah, and I don't know about you, Sal, but I was feeling. I'm glad we switched because
Yeah.
the one on the right makes you feel so heavy, like just full struggle.
Yeah, so for those of you guys, the air runner on the one closer to the wall is the bad one. And Julian started in it, so now I'm ending with it. But honestly,
Right,
the
here's
run felt like I was starting to really recover, catch my breath, get into a rhythm. So knowing
So
that
did
this
I.
was
I
at
actually
this
felt
point,
that too.
Like, all right, here we go.
All right, Jacob, a little bit more information. Shoot the Cow Pies emerges in the 1940s, notably found in a letter by the author Norman Mailer. The shit here may be a more intensive and alliterative substitute for breeze. I like it. Yeah, I'm gonna start using the breeze. Breeze, I like that. Thank you for sharing that. I feel like we all learned something today. I'm grateful for how this conversation evolved. You know. Okay, as you guys can see to the left, that's the pegboard I went flying off of. And not just that high. I was up a lot more. I was higher than that, and then I went flying down higher than Emma, and I just landed on my right leg. And I don't think I've ever said this, but it kind of knocked the wind out of me when I got up.
Full Mufasa.
It was
I'm
great.
just glad he didn't hit his head on the stuff on the ground. It was crazy.
Yeah, because it wasn't as clean as it is right now. You know what? Jacob's going to be thinking about this while on the air runner. Yeah, there we go. Good. You're welcome for that. We appreciate it. Do we go the other way too and say we have to go take a breeze? Let me see here. I don't know. I don't think that really works. I'm like really trying to process, like, is there a breeze happening during that? No, I don't think so.
I feel like it would mean something else if you have to go take a
But you
break.
know what though? Actually, let's really speak about this. If you want to talk about like leveling up and really like catching people off guard and almost kind of making it seem like a pleasant experience, like I'm gonna go take a breeze. People will be like, "What do you mean by that?" But that excuses you to go take a leave of absence, and people are like, instead of like people asking, "Hey, where'd Sally go?" Like, oh, he went to go take a breeze. Now people are like, well, what does that mean? I don't know, but he's just not here, so he'll be back in a moment. You know? And now I like that. I'm gonna go take a breeze.
There you go.
Does that make sense, everyone?
I prefer fresh breezes, not smelly ones.
Exactly. Now you're thinking of like a.
See? I could be
Oh
going
man, that
for a
sounds very
walk.
pleasant, actually. Like a scented experience. You know?
Oh man.
I like that. I'm gonna go take a breeze, or let's go shoot the breeze. I'm gonna go take a breeze. I'm gonna see someone's reactions. I like that a lot.
Classy.
Man, that's classy. You know what? That's really leveling up in life. I really believe. And if you're using that in your 30s, wow. Could you imagine how that would change the dating game if you were single and using that term? Wow. Aki, it was like, what am I tuning into? Is this still the vault? Absolutely. We're just trying to kill 36 minutes of time since we were so slow in this workout.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going down the mountain now.
Okay, no, we're going back up. No, we're going down the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay, so you still went 10. You didn't want to hit that 20, huh?
Yeah. Same thing. Just the wall balls. I know are gonna kill me, so trying to save those legs for it.
Okay, Aki. since you want to know what you're tuning into, I want to know what your opinion is on this. We've instead of saying I'm going to go take a, derogatory, really
Take
foul
yeah.
word, we're going to say we're going to take a breeze.
Yeah, or you could be like boring and be like, I'm gonna take 5, but that's just like whatever.
Yeah. You see,
Yeah.
she's laughing. I can already hear her laughing. It works. It's great. It's perfect.
I'm gonna take.
All right,
take a
so just before I start, we go downhill pretty quick after this. So I just want to take a moment. Salve, your quads look like they've been experiencing gains. So don't worry about how much you
Oh,
died in the
thank
back
you.
end. You just what were you thinking during this time?
I mean, yeah, dude. I'm just trying to like shift the weight from like a wide stance to try to be stable, and then shifting to a narrower stance, playing around with what feels comfortable. Because I was not. I was on the verge of like puking at this point.
Oh, right, like this early on, going down the
Oh
mountain.
yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Wow. So I went to your barbell. I was like, nah.
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
that I couldn't go 115. It's that I knew where you were at. That it's gonna always come down to wall balls, and if I had to make up bigger sets,
Yeah.
and I knew you were gonna break up more often, so I was like,
Yeah.
shoot, I'm gonna need to hold. I'm gonna try to hold as long as possible.
Yeah.
So anyway, I switched to the 105 weight at this point.
Good call. Full disclosure, I also have a cold. I decided to brave the PNW 30-degree weather, and I paid for it. So it's really hard
You
to
were just
breathe.
walking
right
around
now.
without a jacket.
Yes. And I was outside for a really long time. I paid for it.
Dang. Yeah, I was like, screw this. I'm gonna push into my barbell away. We're gonna go down to 105. But hey, we were able to hold big sets on the pull-up still, and I was actually glad with how we approached this section here.
Yes.
Now, I'm gonna call myself out. I was so tired, and at this point, I think my body was starting to get chills. It took me a while to get my chin over the bar, like 4 or 5 reps. Even right now, I'm gonna call myself out and be like, if I was in a competition, I would expect no reps, and then I would adjust it. But I'm not.
I would count it.
Yeah,
I think your beard hairs are definitely like.
My beard
That's not lying.
hairs were definitely tickling the bar for sure. Look at Banner just expressing full rage on the far right there. He's like, it's cool, gotta let little boys play. But like yours are very clear that they're going over. For me,
Good.
I'd be like, oh man, yeah, I was getting lazy is what it was. That's exactly what it was. Because it's not a lack of ability, it was more of like yeah.
I mean,
was
if your beard hairs were really making it, I would say that's very efficient. So
Totally. Yeah, so how's that any different than
Impressive.
what the CrossFit Games athletes do, Like, I'm controlling my efficiency by doing the bare minimum. Exactly.
efficient. If you guys aren't doing pull-ups, finding
Oh,
customers.
yeah, hold on.
is pretty good.
Yeah, it took me like 3 or 4 before I started getting my chin over the bar. Ouch. All right, note to self for next time. It's almost like I need to, how like on the rower, you need like 2 or 3 pulls to get the momentum going?
Yeah.
I'm now realizing I needed like 2 to 3 pull-ups before I started getting my momentum going for my pull-ups here. But hey, count it.
Count it.
Oops.
Yeah, I think I say it at the end of the workout, but this is definitely one of the harder vaults. Just because you're not really, even in the team version, you're not really getting a lot of rest with those holds. So you're just constantly moving for, 20, 30 minutes. And yeah, I blacked out halfway through. It was just so hard.
Man, this was... Okay, so here's an interesting, Salvi. We always talk, is your screen fuzzy? Or is it kind of a little blurry?
A little bit.
Yeah, so is it really like our barn then? That the Wi-Fi situation's kind of...
Well, this part isn't live, so, no. But
yeah, but it's recorded on the phone though.
Right.
Exactly, yeah. Oh, this was the worst part of the workout. This sucked so much.
Yeah. Although I will say, like, this second half of the wall balls versus the first one felt better for me. I don't know why.
Really?
Yeah. I know there was a couple air balls in the first half, but I'm gonna count it because I reached a height. But you know,
Yes.
I was actually hitting the target better this time.
Dude, I was so glad you broke at this point. I was like, thank goodness. Oof.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah. And I gotta say, like, it took me a little bit too to adjust to this ball. I was like, oh man. Like you have to really think about what you're doing. It's not like a 20-pound ball you can just toss and you know you're gonna hit. Like if it felt out of positioning, it really rocks you. Like with the heavier the weight goes, how important positioning is on a wall ball.
I've also adopted your technique where you don't have the ball here and it's kind of like off to your side a little bit.
It helps, right?
It's better. Yeah. Like you're just not, the weight isn't too far forward and you're just kind of able to breathe better.
Yeah, you definitely have to build up a level of stamina to that.
Not ideal. Definitely not.
It's not
like,
ideal.
How you want to
yeah,
learn.
you have to really build up
but,
stamina for sure.
Yeah. For the many years we've done this, this is just.
Well, think about it this way, right? Like I don't know if you've experienced when I was doing workouts, I had like squat cleans with the D ball. Instead of like doing it like a traditional squat clean, it's like, yeah, that's proper. It just didn't feel efficient. I was like, man, I'm receiving the ball in front of me. It's collapsing me. Even if I catch it, like it doesn't matter. Like, but doing a squat clean and catching it to my right side.
Yeah, you're stacked. It's in your center of gravity.
Oh man, that was money. That was money.
Yeah.
I had to change the temperature in the barn. I was also dying. It was so hot in there,
dude. Yeah, if you guys are doing this, make sure again, like finding a weight that you guys are comfortable with hitting. Sets of, 4 sets or 3 sets, and then communicating with your partner. It's okay to break it up. You don't have to go unbroken.
Yeah, and also one of the things, you can't really see what I'm doing here. I went with like a Frankenstein hold, so to get my elbows up really, really high. I did not get my fingertips at all on this barbell. I'm like, screw that. I went with a Frankenstein hold. But yeah, when you get to this point, you do see more breaks, but it's good. As long as you can kind of recover a little quicker, it's nice to get the weight off of you. It's not nice to recover a little quickly and then still continue to hit those bigger sets.
Yeah.
Is that it? Oh, no, it's no.
Nope.
All right, so second set here. I think this might be our second set of 25 from me. And I actually ended up going a set of 30 here to kind of give you a. No, this is only my second set.
Was it this one or the next?
On the last one, on the last set,
right.
I ended up going a set of 30 just to allow you to see psychologically, like, okay, cool, I only have 20,
See, I broke there, not Julian. I probably told like.
I don't think you told me. I just heard the barbell.
You just heard the barbell go? Sorry.
Yeah. You were hurting here.
Oh, big time. This is where I got the chills too, and like, I just blacked out.
He was overheating.
I'm pretty sure the barbell just like pressing on my, clavicle throat area, just cutting oxygen to my head, definitely added to that too. Man, that was uncomfortable.
Do you think dumbbells would have been better for a front rack
Probably,
to breathe better?
Probably. Yeah. Because then you could like rack it on your shoulders a little bit,
Sure. Wow.
Yeah.
Where do you feel like your fitness level is at right now?
With my back injury kind of healing, I'm probably like 80%. Yeah.
You're feeling 80%? Okay.
Yeah. What's our time? I can't really see that clock. It's the goal time listed is 24 to 36. So, we're on the far end.
Oh, we were on the back end. We were definitely.
But like, this is a long workout, guys. So treat it as such. No need to rush. It helped me to like think about each section and just be present. Like I'm not worried about, the next movements, and I'm just focusing on what we're doing right now. Just because you can kind of get overwhelmed when you think about the whole workout.
Yeah, break off. Yeah, I would say break off it in this section here, and
Mhm.
then catch your breath and then keep chipping away. At this point, it's gonna get rough. It gets rough. Yeah, and like I was telling, I may have mentioned this earlier, but yeah, there was almost a part of me that wanted to kick the 25-pound ball away and go to a 20 because
Big time.
it was rough.
And I
So, but
tried
that's
to.
also. Go ahead. What you were saying? We were saying.
No, with the wall balls, I'm starting to do it, but I try to avoid as much as I can when I'm starting to jump just to hit the target, just because that taxes the heck out of me. But I just need to with 25 pounds and a 15-foot target.
It's not a 15-foot target. It's a 10-foot target.
I'm sorry, it's a 10-foot target. Yeah, 10-foot target. Yeah. I'm dying. I'm on my knees. I don't hear you, Julian.
There we go. Perfect. Yeah, this is going to be a long workout, and I didn't mind going the long duration here. Actually, you have to accept
Yes.
we're in this for the long haul. So mentally check in for this workout. There's no way around it. All right, now we're wrapping up here. I think this was my last set. So for this one, I did end up kind of doing Salvi a solid here. I went 30 reps,
Thank goodness.
and then I had him close out with this one. He was actually able to go unbroken, which was great. Dang.
I was hoping you'd do this earlier.
Oh, early in the workout?
Yeah, just like, yeah, I'll take 10 more reps off of you, but no. You didn't
I
want me to
thought
do
about
this.
it, but I was like also good with getting more rest.
Right. Yeah. It's like, nah, you're on your own, bro.
I don't know if I was being the best teammate in this workout.
No,
I was
you
like
weren't.
paying attention to my own pain.
That's the thing, though. With working out with Julian, I'm glad that he always pushes you beyond your comfort zone, and you're glad you do it because you're like, yeah, I can totally do it.
How amazing did these wall balls feel? They didn't. They felt horrible.
Yeah, they're terrible.
The last set of wall balls felt absolutely horrible. We went extra challenge. I don't even think it was extra challenge. I didn't see anywhere that it said go to 150 wall balls.
Mm-mm.
We just did 150 wall balls on each section, so that way we each closed out with 150 wall balls. But technically, Salvi closed out with 145 wall balls. But it was, given that 150 just makes sense. Like if I'm going to be doing over 100 wall balls, I'm just going to do Karen at that point.
Extra
But yeah,
challenge is
it
a
got
30-pound ball for men, 20 for women.
Yeah, it got rough. How many of you guys watching have to end up? I wouldn't say it was Bambi legs. It was more of like our lungs.
Just fatigue. And if you think about it, we're touching closer to the 40-minute time domain range, which we normally don't go to. So you're just like, you're kind of out of it at this point.
Yes.
For me, at least.
Just to give you guys a heads up, we're gonna start wrapping this video up for us personally on the screen, so that way it kind of shifts into what our tips were. We did kind of talk about a lot of them, but yeah, just kind of plugging you guys in with how we're gonna phase out of this conversation. But we hope you guys have enjoyed this new format. It allows us to really get to chat with you guys a little bit more. You guys can ask questions in this live format. We're gonna give this a go because we're kind of thinking of some ideas for 2025 Vault. So if this is something you guys enjoy, please give us honest feedback for it. And us talking about this, now looking back from this perspective.
Yeah, thank you guys for
really
being here.
enjoy
It's always so fun talking to you guys.
But we also don't want to be a distraction too much. Oh, wow.
That's the worst vault ever. I don't care what anyone says. I hit a fitness vortex on that back half right after the run. It was just like I hit a wall and it was hard to recover, and then my fitter partner was getting more recovery. It was just bad.
Yeah, I would say that it probably pay attention to where you're going to make adjustments to this workout. As is great. I think if we would have done anything different, either we changed the wall ball weight to a 20-pounder, kept the mile run, or kept the wall ball weight and done an 800-meter run. And that way would have been a little bit more, try to push under 30. But yeah, that extra 800 really just compounded. It became really hard to recover those front rack holds. You're gonna get to the point where you're gonna have to really communicate with your partner on that second part, because you're having a hard time catching your breath and you're having to hold the weight. At some point, I think my body got chills. Yeah, I think I was like overheating for sure. So I was like, all right, that's great. That's how that's going. So yeah, hopefully we get some good sleep tonight and have fun with this one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so glued to trying to go unbroken on. If you want to like break it up into sets, totally something you can communicate with your partner with. And I think Julian talked about it before, but like moving well really pays off in this kind of workout where there's just high volume of squatting and pull-ups. So finding an appropriate customization for you on those pull-ups, that way you can do big sets that you can break up into 2. And then same thing with the squats and wall balls. Break it up into chunks where you always want to reserve some gas in the tank. Whew, have fun guys, it's a good one.